ANZ access 230 jobs. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, I'm Florian Heise and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. I've got my Sunday stein of coffee and I thought we'd have a look at this article from the Fin Review regarding ANZ cutting 230 jobs and the fact that they are gutting their wealth business. This seems to be a pattern that we're seeing around the world more and more, where these large banks, well, any banks really, are pretty much firing people left, right and center, shutting down any of their wealth or fund management businesses. Deutsche Bank is a notable example. And if the banks aren't making money, what does that tell you guys when they've got all the cards stacked in their favor? So let's have a look at this. Australia and New Zealand Banking Group will axe 230 jobs from its private banking and financial planning business as it further reduces its already decimated footprint in the wealth management sector. So they've taken 1 in 10. A spokesman for the bank confirmed the job cuts after informing bank staff on Friday. We're making some changes to simplify our retail distribution and financial planning capabilities so we can provide more focused and meaningful advice for our most financially complex customers, the spokesman said. It is understood that ANZ's remaining headcount in the remaining wealth units would total fewer than 100 financial advisors. The major cull of its private and retail wealth advisory staff comes as all of the major banks, to varying extents, have retreated from the market in the aftermath of the Hayne Royal Commission. Well, I'm no fan of ANZ simply for their ideological aspirations of the CEO and the fact that they advocate for gender-based decisions in employment. And I've done a video on it, CEOs Against Men. Perfect viewing for International Women's Day, everyone. I suggest you have a look at it. It's an older one. Didn't get that many views. But it just shows you the hubris and the arrogance from these C-level leaders that know better than us dumb plebs. So, there you go. Their shares have taken a battering, but every bank's shares have taken a battering in recent days. The bank had 410 advisors on staff across its retail bank branches and private banking business at December 2018, according to data from research house Advisor Ratings. Financial Sector Union National Secretary Julia Angrisano blasted the move, claiming it would weaken consumers' already low trust in the big banks. Would it? Really? What do they do? Would you even trust a financial advisor at a bank? They just sell you products, prepackaged deals and things from the banks, and they get a commission out. Would anyone trust them? You want to get independent financial advice from a third party, preferably one of the few in the country that don't get kickbacks. That's what I'd be going for. But is this going to reduce your confidence in the banks, guys? Is it going to reduce your confidence? Let us know in the comments. Let us know. Boy. I was surprised at how prevalent the whole kickback thing is in businesses, in industries. As an architect, I'm a professional. There's an legislation that restricts my behavior as a professional. I can't get like a kickback. Like a real estate can get some money from a financial planner or a mortgage broker, slip you a quick 500 if it turns into something. It's interesting. Probably in the wrong game, eh? ANZ actions this week will simply confirm for ordinary Australians that too much of corporate Australia is driven solely by greed, she said. No, Is it just me, or are there always women running these unions these days? There you go, maybe I'm watching too much Molly. But one thing to consider, well, no, to me it just says they've got too much dead weight in their organisation. More people doesn't mean better service. Maybe this is an opportunity for them to clear out all the useless people, all the dodgy people. Maybe they need a fresh start after the Banking Royal Commission. Maybe the banks shouldn't even be in this. You want to get, like the Glass-Steagall approach, separate entities entirely. Whoever in ANZ Bank thinks cutting hundreds of jobs will rebuild trust ought to have their own new job as an author of fiction. She insinuated the decision was driven by short-term profit considerations, but the bank has been incrementally exiting its wealth operations since late 2017. Of course she insinuated that. It's a unionist. They have to. There's only one narrative to their position. The bank sold its subsidiary licensing, more than 1,000 self-employed financial advisors, to a listed wealth management fund, 100F, at that time. It recently handed over its superannuation and funds management business to 100F, also after receiving the eventual approval of the prudential regulator. The process had been delayed by APRA's litigation against 100F for alleged breaches of directors' duties. ANZ's One Path life insurance business, which had deep commercial ties to the wealth management operations, was offloaded to Swiss insurance giant Zurich in December 2017. However, ANZ Chief Executive Shane Elliott told a parliamentary committee hearing in Canberra in November that the bank was committed to retaining a salaried financial planning presence for consumers. And they are. They're just cutting that number significantly. What's wrong with what he said? The bank has come under fire from Labor MP Andrew Lee for not divesting entirely from the sector after the scathing findings about bank-owned financial advice operations from the Royal Commission. Well, the market will deal with that, everyone. People will just start avoiding the banks. So, we've got a Labor MP wanting them to divest entirely out of it. And then we've got a unionist angry that they are divesting out of it. Okay? I'm concerned that the divestments don't seem to be happening as quickly as we might have expected, but also concerned that there seems to be too much of a willingness to hold on to financial planning activity, he told the Financial Review in November. So there we have it, everyone. 230 jobs being lost from ANZ. The union claiming that it will destroy public confidence in the banks. I'm shocked that anyone seems to think there is any confidence in the banks. Is there any confidence in the banks? Do you have confidence in the banks? Let me know in the comments, guys. I mean, I feel sorry for the people who are losing their jobs, but them's the breaks, you know. Them's the breaks. Those are the breaks. You'll have to adapt. You'll have to change. In the finance sector at the moment, it's going to be difficult times for anyone right now, particularly with the big four banks. I mean, if someone's got experience in that sector, let me know. Is working for the banks, you know, a limit or like a brand that's going to damage your ability to get jobs in the private sector? Are they too big? Are they too corporate? Or would you be able to easily shift over with those skills to a smaller practice? I know people that have come out of this, you know, out of the big banks and have started up their own businesses, become brokers or this, more independent. With that comes a lot of stress, but also a lot of freedom. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see. So we're getting mixed messages from the union and Labor, which is interesting as well. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below, guys. Do you think this is going to damage consumer confidence in the banks? Do you think it's possible to damage it any more? Take care. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you're a fan and you want to help us, there are a few ways you can. You can share the content, get the videos out there. Make more people aware about them. You can support us on Patreon for a small monthly donation. You can do the same here by joining the channel on YouTube. You also get the bonus of having access to emojis, handcrafted by me, and badges that go next to your name. We have affiliate links for Amazon and eBay for your consumer purchases, which, frankly, I can see more people are going to be using now with concerns regarding going out shopping. We also have affiliate links for Kucoin and independent reserve for all the crypto traders out there. We receive a small share of the fee that you pay. Doesn't cost you a cent. We have merchandise that we make at the HeiseSays website. You can find the link below in the pinned comments. Pocket squares made by Rachel. And finally, PayPal if you want to support us that way. I appreciate all your help. Guys, even just sharing the channel, helping the content get out there more and helping it grow. Really, I appreciate it. We're nearly at, 11,400 right now we just crossed. So, keep it going. Take care, guys. Have a great weekend, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye for now.